Good luck!
Recently, Donny went to Scotland and they greeted him with this headline, and this is what he had to say to the Scottish press.
Thank you, everybody, and thank you to the media. The media's been terrific, believe it or not. I didn't use the word fake news one time, not one time. Today they're not fake news. Today they're wonderful news.
I concur.
Make some noise if you care about the Jeffrey Epstein scandal.
Donald Trump has taken a massive steaming stinky shit on his voters, and it's so much fun to watch. And so I invite you to do what the right wing always suggests in such a case.
Make fun of them, mock them into oblivion.
Dave Rubin!
One of the most powerful, if not the most powerful weapon in politics, mockery.
Agreed.
Mock them. Laugh at them. They deserve it. It's on video. You can't make this go away.
We're not gonna let you.
Schadenfreude.
Enjoyment obtained from the troubles of others.
Act 1!
And you're about to see a wave of transparency.
What do you mean?
Transparency.
Transparency.
Transparent.
Transparency.
Transparency.
Transparency. We try to be very transparent. And in the effort of transparency, transparency. In the effort of transparency, transparency, maximum transparency.
Transparent.
And the Trump administration is committed to truth, 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 truth.
Trump claims he never wrote a picture, which is true because you draw pictures. He also said, I don't draw pictures. Then what's this?
Trump drew a doodle. Come on. Right? Trump doesn't draw.
I think you're wrong.
At least 5 sketches attributed to Trump have sold at auction over the past decade.
Facts don't care about your feelings.
I'm for transparency.
And then House Republicans reject effort to release Epstein files twice, with 0 Republicans supporting the measure.
You were saying?
I'm for transparency. We're intellectually consistent.
Subscribe!
2. Slampigad.
Act 2!
When I started this video, I wanted to quickly go through everything this year that Trump's team has said about Epstein, but they're throwing out so many lies I just can't be fucked and I can't keep up. So I want to start with Trump all of a sudden saying this.
No, it's I call it the Epstein hoax.
Oh, it's not a hoax. Of course not.
A guy who obviously had some very serious problems, who died 3-4 years ago.
No.
The sad part is it's people that are really doing the Democrats' work. They're stupid people. Some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the net. I know it's a hoax. It's started by Democrats.
Okay, are there any questions?
Which part is the hoax exactly? Trump wasn't friends with Epstein or Clinton, who apparently both went to the island? The evidence that convicted Maxwell? Did Bill visit the island 28 times like Trump said? Why would the Democrats create the hoax and not release the evidence to harm you?
But maybe it'd be better if you didn't ask me any more questions.
This obvious lie crumbles instantly. I mean, it's total fucking gibberish. But if it was a hoax, then here's Trump being tricked by the hoax.
But a lot of big people went to that island. But fortunately, I was not one of them.
It's just very strange for a lot of people that the list of clients that went to the island has not been made public.
Yeah, it's very interesting, isn't it? Probably will be, by the way. Probably.
So if you were able to, you'll be...
Yeah, I'd certainly take a look at it, the Epstein thing. But yeah, I'd be inclined to do the Epstein. I'd have no problem with it.
So he realised it was a hoax between September 24 and July 25. Okay, then release the info that you saw to convince you it's a hoax, because surely you studied the files and learned it was a hoax or was presented proof it was a hoax from one of the 3-letter agencies. Also, Donny, if it is a hoax, then you're dumber than the Dems that tricked you, right? Haven't thought this lie through, have ya?
And I would say that, these files were made up by Comey, they were made up by Obama, they were made up by the Biden
What the fuck are you talking about?
So how long have the Dems been making a twat out of you, Donny No Wars, and the right wing? And the rest of the bloody world? Everyone, they tricked us all, right, Donny?
You have no idea what you are doing.
Anyway, Trump, being hell-bent on making it worse, says the Democrats have been conning people for 8 years, which implies he knew about the hoax since 2017, but never mentioned it, really not thinking his lies through properly.
Not one bit.
If his supporters don't believe this obvious lie, then Trump says you can...
Fuck off.
And to pour salt in the wound, he said this verbal diarrhea.
But I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring. and I don't understand why it keeps going. I think, well, really only pretty bad people, including fake news, want to keep something like that going.
Maybe people want to know if their favourite actor frequented PDF Island, and it could also possibly have something to do with certain pundits opining over the years to people that eat conspiracy theories like you eat McDonald's. Or Sudafed.
That's a lot.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misspoke. Trump says these people are stupid, bad, weak fools who spread fake news.
Cue the fucking montage, baby.
Somehow, the Justice Department has not leaked anything really about Jeffrey Epstein, including his client list.
And not a single person who was on that client list has been prosecuted.
Who do you think is the biggest name to be revealed on Epstein's list?
You know, bring out the little black book.
What can we expect with the Epstein documents coming out, it seems to be momentarily?
Yes, I'm really excited because I think this is one of those transparency issues.
When Trump's admin says transparency, that refers to the lies they're telling. And the montage explaining why the right-winger obsessed with the Epstein files continues at a faster speed.
Is there any evidence that they've done anything, on Epstein's island, on his jet?
100% list of the names on Epstein didn't kill himself.
The FBI is confirming conspiracy in the Jeffrey Epstein files have been released.
14 terabytes of
Jeffrey Epstein, 1 cent is still.
Breaking news.
Donnie Dictator on day one says that him using the auto pen is more important than an intercourse trafficker's blackmail ring that could implicate many bad people living among us.
It's a tangerine take.
That's the scandal they should be talking about, not Jeffrey Epstein. The scandal you should be talking about is the auto pen, because I think it's the biggest scandal, one of them in American history.
You are a fucking idiot.
Trump thinks his supporters are dumber than I do, because even I don't think anyone believes a time-saving procedure is a scandal. And I could continue with many more pundits talking about the Epstein files, but methinks the point is made. Trump's supporters want answers because the pundits talk about it.
Welcome to Act 3.
And now a mixture of people trying to defend Trump's lies and pivots, some confused and conflicted, and some just really fucking upset with him.
We're the losers. We're the idiots. Look away. Shut up. It's Russia collusion. That's horse.
Hey, fuck you, fat ass. Really? I'm so sick of this. He thinks he's so funny. You're not funny. You're a joke.
Now, I've never found Trump funny, but the right-wing cope now is giving me a
nice, warm, vibrating feeling all through your gutty woods.
Donald Trump says the people that are interested in the Jeffrey Epstein inquiry are bad people. He said only bad people and fake news are interested in the Jeffrey Epstein inquiry. I guess that puts me in the category of bad people, my friends.
So say good night to the bad guy.
All right, you guys, happy Monday. And I don't know that I am ever going to be able to forgive Trump for making me do what I'm about to do. I am going to have to defend Barack Obama. I can't believe this. Because I can't reconcile this Donald Trump with the Trump that we're seeing right now. The Trump that is gaslighting the public right now.
Well, it's not that I don't sympathize with you, but...
Get what you fucking deserve!
So we're stupid.
Yeah.
We're the fucking idiots, guys. I think what is enraging people right now is it's insulting our intelligence.
Is that the same intelligence you used in the booth while voting for a convicted felon and rapist who was friends with a PDF file for a quarter century? Because if yes, it's not really an insult.
Jeffrey Epstein still did not kill himself. He is still alive. My strong suspicion is, yes, just that he is alive and well somewhere. I've always been kind of vaguely interested, right? He is still alive, but I don't know. Yeah, I read the news as it came in.
And that's reading the news, is it? Because it looked like you puffing your chest out and making a big, bold claim that you're now walking back like a itty-bitty beta.
Now that I've gone a little bit deeper, I am convinced that this whole damn thing was a scam and a hoax.
Whoa, what? That's new.
Benny and I disagree it's a hoax, and Greg, of course, has no evidence for the hoax that he and Trump both fell for. Hey, Greg, me thinks you're lying and saying it's a scam hoax because Trump wants you to.
The coincidence must seem unbearable.
So now, by coming in and being part of the cover-up, the Trump administration has become part of it. I mean, it's just you cannot see it any other way.
Really? Have you heard of Ben Shapiro?
If there is new data, then you have to change your opinion. And as new data emerged, that he did, in fact, kill himself. And that new data came in the form of people that I trust, people like Dan Bongino and Kash Patel, saying that he killed himself. And now is the point at which the facts on the ground have changed. And so either you ought to shift your opinion based on the facts that have now emerged, or you ought to acknowledge that this was never a fact-based inquiry in the first place.
Hey Ben, man with law degree. New data means something previously unknown, and not your friends parroting the official DOJ narrative that's been known for years.
Where's the new data?
You're a fucking liar. Facts don't change, because if they did, there wouldn't be facts, would they? How dumb do you think your audience are? And this lying prick has the fucking nerve to say,
facts don't care about your feelings.
So when Biden's DOJ said Epstein unalived himself in 2023, it was not a fact, and now Ben's friends tell him the same thing, it's a fact.
You're not making a bit of sense.
That's 100% proof Ben is guided by his fifis.
I believe it is an established maxim in morals that he who makes an assertion without knowing whether it is true or false is guilty of falsehood, and the accidental truth of the assertion does not justify or excuse him.
Savvy. If you want to call them liars, go ahead and call them liars.
They're all liars.
Okay, at least be clear about what you are accusing people of.
I'm accusing you of being a partisan, spineless hack that suddenly forgets how to think when the Republicans are the ones lying.
I'd like to see you present your evidence that they are in fact lying.
Oh, hey, no problemo.
Dan Bongino, the deputy head of the FBI.
There is video that when you look at the video, and we will release, that's what's taken a while on this, we are working on cleaning it up to make sure you have an enhanced, and we're going to give the original, so you don't think there were any shenanigans.
We showed this video to multiple video forensics experts who agreed what the FBI and others have said is simply not true.
Shenanigans.
The video has near 3 minutes missing, it's likely not one continuous recording, and this video explains more inconsistencies with Dan, the DOJ and the FBI report. And here's a couple of right-wing pundits that agree with me.
And Bongino asserting that the security camera would have recorded anybody walking into or out of the stairs being seen as false, the video forensic experts say.
And I totally agree with that assessment.
Shenanigans.
In the case of Jeffrey Epstein, the DOJ produced a video that was clearly manipulated.
Facts.
Kash Patel, the head of the FBI.
Who has Jeffrey Epstein's
Black Book?
Black Book.
FBI.
But who? That is, I mean, there's...
Oh, that's under direct control of the director of the FBI.
Kash is now FBI director and he's produced no black book. So when he confidently claimed without proof the FBI had the black book, he was lying, or he's lying now. Take your pick, Ben.
Either you trust Dan Bondi or you don't. If you don't, now it is incumbent on you to provide some evidence of why not.
Whatever you say, boss.
So I gotta tell you, I think these distractions are a waste of time. Yesterday, the Trump team decided to release a binder full of nothing. Originally, they handed a binder full of supposed Epstein files to a bunch of online influencers, and it turns out there was nothing new in the binders.
This is how I can confidently say Ben Shapiro is lying. He's already proved they lied when they released the binders, and now he's saying, proof they lied, proof they lied. Also, you notice how he added Pam Bondi in that short to imply it was her fault, but they collected the binders from the Oval Office, and that's Trump's domain. So that's proof Trump lied, and Bondi. And here's a woman who was tricked with one of the binders.
Huge contradiction. She says no blackmail, no suicide, no more files for you, even though she says she's the one who made the cover sheet on that binder that said the most transparent administration in history. And now she says, actually, we don't feel it's warranted to give you any more files.
Contradiction. You are contradicting yourself. I don't believe them.
And here's Bondi directly misleading the public again.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now. And my response was, it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file.
You think I am stupid?
She either lied and said she had the client list on her desk when she didn't, or she's lying now and saying she doesn't have the list when she does.
Trump thinks his base is stupid.
You are correct. And then they're trying to gaslight you on that.
Liars.
Vice President of the United States.
Release the list.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
Then James should have voted yes to release the files instead of no. James is misleading me about what he really believes. Just like when he said,
I'm a never Trump guy. I never liked him.
Transparency.
Ben would agree with me, those people lied. If only they voted differently.
Yeah, crying shame that.
But if they all told me precisely the opposite conclusion, I would also believe them.
So you're saying you believed Dan when he said...
Right? It's unbelievable. The guy
killed himself. And now nobody's going to know.
He killed himself.
Killed himself.
He killed himself.
Dan and Kash specifically have inverted their opinion. So when did Ben exactly start trusting them? Because if it was a couple of years ago, then he may have, well, in fact, trusted them when they did say the exact opposite.
Fair point.
Methinks the trust timeline is important, considering all these people have said the opposite at some point.
I just don't trust them. Why do I not trust the FBI? Because there's no reason to trust the FBI when it comes to anything involving Donald Trump.
The there you're looking for is not there.
If Ben trusted Dan when he said don't trust the FBI, then Ben can't trust the FBI, now Dan's second in command at the FBI. If the FBI are untrustworthy like Dan said, then he can't rely on them to give him the facts, right? Or maybe they're trustworthy but want to fuck with him because he says things like,
whatever the FBI says these days, I tend to believe the opposite. He killed himself. Believe the opposite.
Okay.
So I must say that this answer from Trump is just simply awful. Now Trump has decided all of a sudden that the issue doesn't matter, it's boring, and anyone who talks about it is a weakling and not one of his supporters. He decided that in the last 2 weeks. He never said that before.
I know, the contradiction is so obvious, you should explain this to your boss in a live stream.
Oh, this Epstein stuff is kind of the last straw. You can't say to me, well, you shouldn't care about this. Okay, well, then I don't. Well, never mind. Give us the information we've been promised. Give us the information we're entitled to.
We don't deserve to know what's in the Epstein files. You don't deserve to know.
Yeah, right. Who cares what titans of whichever industry may or may not have gone to an island to have a cocktail with an intercourse trafficking scumbag?
You can only deny reality for so long before people decide that they've had enough.
I've said from the beginning, I strongly suspect Trump is more frustrated than anyone that this issue keeps coming up and that he can't release all the files or whatever it is.
Why so flippant, unconcerned, uninterested? Did Mikey forget what he really believes?
Which makes sense if Democrats believe other fantasies like the narrative that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. We will examine how the left can be so gullible. Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself.
Tell me about the fantasies of the gullible left while you tap dance around obvious lies.
The administration needs to come up with a more persuasive messaging strategy.
Translation.
Mikey will accept lies from Trump, but he's saying they gotta be better lies. Like how the Democrats made up the Epstein scam hoax and fooled the world.
No, they didn't. Oh, yes, they did. Oh, no, they didn't. Oh, yes, they did.
MAGA people who are making a big deal about this.
I'm sorry, 1,000 or more children are important.
I just can't accept being blatantly gaslit.
You don't spit in our faces.
Need to have confidence that the government is doing the right thing. Donald Trump's the best president of my lifetime. I think I broadly trust him.
Sure seems like Mikey trusts the government, doesn't it?
That's affirmative.
There obviously is a list because there were associates of Epstein. You can't tell me there's no list.
But they did tell you there's no list. And you still say there is a list, which means you're accusing them of lying, like me. Except you still trust them somehow.
When I see Donald Trump flub the Epstein stuff, I'm just like, is this how you guys cover up something?
It's like the worst cover-up I've ever seen.
Yeah, I agree.
President Trump popularized and wove "I will destroy the pedophile elite" into the fabric of his campaign.
You don't say.
Sounds like Benny's blaming Trump for people being obsessed about Epstein, and I most certainly approve.
The question is,
what reason could Trump have for not exposing terrible intercourse offenders?
A most compelling mystery indeed.
This was Donald Trump rightly understanding that this is a class warfare issue.
Benny, Bubby, Trump is in the elite billionaire class, and his actions are 100% in line with protecting other elites.
Question.
If you're a Republican billionaire, who do you think you have more in common with? A Republican school teacher or a Democrat billionaire?
Yep, it's a head scratcher, but that's what we got.
It'd be nice to see one of these elite predators for once in my life get busted and have their lives ruined instead of my life ruined. I'm just the one who sits here trying to pay my taxes.
Wait, what's your point? What?
How in the fucking Jesus' sandals has Benny's life been ruined? Certainly not like Epstein's victims. In fact, I'd argue a dead PDF file has put Benny's kids through college because he's made 131 videos in the last year alone.
But this is the Kash Patel sequence of what he will do once in office. You can see why we're excited. Let's go. No! F you! So these elite pederasts were able to just abuse and nothing happens to them? The state moves in to protect them?
Okay, I'm almost done with Benny. I'm just going to mock him.
Rappers! That's our rapper, this is their rapper.
Really?
Okay. Oh, had to do it. Had to do it.
It's this sort of thing that lets me know Benny is dumber than a bag of hair. Because he actually thinks that Diddy interviewing Obama for MTV is worse than Trump socializing with him. Or maybe Benny doesn't know that Trump was friends with Diddy. Or maybe Benny doesn't care that Trump was friends with Diddy.
Honestly, I'm done talking about Epstein for the time being. I'm going to trust my friends in the administration. I'm going to trust my friends in the government to do what needs to be done, solve it, balls in their hands.
Excuse me?
Balls in their hands.
What?
So we don't need to spend our valuable time on this program relitigating it.
24 hours later.
I want to make an addendum to what was said yesterday is we're going to keep on talking about it. When I said for the time being, I was talking yesterday. You see, they want to cover MAGA in disarray.
I'm guilty as charged.
But I'm also calling you a Weasley little liar because when you said, I trust my friends in administration to do what needs to be done to
solve it,
you were definitely not saying you were done talking about it for the day unless you thought they were going to solve it that day. Me thinks it's very simple. Charlie, like Ben, knows he's being lied to and it's hard to keep up and cover for all the lies their side are throwing at them, so naturally they don't want to talk about it anymore.
Well, tough shit, asswipe.
like the bloody video.